I have my search warrant. I haven't found everything on the list. Where's that Rubik's Cube? Ah, there it is. Have my algorithms. Let's see if I can get through this video without stopping. So, we have to do the yellow corners. This is step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is step 5 out of 7 steps. So, I'm going to introduce you the algorithm we will be using. It's on the back of a different algorithm because I ran out of room on the orange paper. This is made from a different orange paper, and it's made from a different marker. So obviously it was made on a different day. Now that other video I actually made I think more than a week ago. I just never got around to uploading it to YouTube, of course, until last night. So anyway, as a reminder, R prime, U prime, L prime, and you can forget B and B prime. I don't even know if I taught you B and B prime. It's completely unnecessary, but you do have to know B2. What on earth? New goods are available at the market. All the ships loaded with goods are here. Fully load the planes before it takes off. Updated Apple ID settings. Some account services require you to sign in again. Township, and settings. Play Township. It's a good game. Watch game hopping. It's not one of my channels. I only have one channel. This one. Speaking of my channel, let's do a video. Part 2 of how to solve Rubik's Cube. So, this algorithm. So, again, the FRU, R prime, U prime, F prime, and FUR, U prime, R prime, F prime. This is a small piece. These two are different algorithms. That's why they have the line in between. There's one more that has a line in between. That's the last algorithm. There's 3 more. This is the third to last. That one's the last. And this is an algorithm, and this is a mirror. Now, for this top algorithm, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. This is my favorite Rubik's Cube algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Undo those moves. Okay. Now, so a bunch of cases. You can get, so what you're trying to get is a fish shape. So we have the yellow cross, and then one of these corner pieces is like this. Don't rotate the corners like that. Undo the rotation. That will ruin your cube. So, you can have, to start with, the fish case, which we call it. Then this step is already solved and you can go on. No, actually, no, you're trying to get all of the yellow corners. Then everything except for the end of this step is solved. You can continue with the end of the step. You can have this T shape. You can have a shape where just 2 are flipped around. So, don't do this with your corners, like this. Don't do it with your corners. I keep on warning you, and I'm warning you for a reason. Then you can have a case where these two corners are solved and these two aren't. And then the last case, all four are already solved, in which case you can go to the next step. Starting with this cape, with the T, just the cross. So, if you have it like this, you want to have these two corners on the right. If you have one in front, then there's this first T case, and the second T case is going to be a little bit later. So for the first T case, you want to hold these two in back, one on the right and one on the left. And this algorithm you do not need to know. It's just a helpful algorithm to know once you get into speed cubing. But right now we're only going to be working with this algorithm. So put these two in back, left, right, and then R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, ignore the squealing, R prime. So once again, that's R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, ignore the squealing, R prime. Then you'll get the case you want. Next is this case. I did not flip the corners. Do not flip around the corners. So, there are two of this case also. I'm going to show you both of them at the same time. Well, not at the same time. This one, then the next one. You can either have them yellow, yellow, or yellow, yellow. In this case, we have these two in front, not on the right and the left. So we're going to do R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Case we want. Now for the other one of those cases, with the only two flipped but next to each other. This case, I believe, okay, just a second. So hold it where these two are on the right, this one's in the front, this one's in the back, and these two on the left. And then do, once again, algorithm 6, R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And then you get this case. Next is where it gets to be a little complicated. Next is this case. So you want to have, it's like this one on the back, this one on the left, but towards you in front. So like this on the front right, solved, back left, solved, back right to the back, and front left to the left. And then you're going to do R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. But that's not the case we want. You're going to do it again. And you're going to do it again, but I'm going to pause for a moment because this is the other T case. T, two on the left and two on the right. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Now, you have this case. Now we're going to go over this case. So you're going to have this self corner in the bottom left, or front left, and see if this one is over here or over here. If the yellow's over here or over here. Once again, don't flip the corners. I'm just doing this for solving purposes. We're over here. So, if it's over here, you're just going to do RUR prime, UR, U2, R prime. But if it's over here, you can either flip it around so you're going to flip it around 1, 2 times. So this is on the top right. And do R, U2, R prime, UR, U2, R prime. But I said I'm not going to require you to move this. All you're going to do is do this, RUR prime, UR, U2, R prime. Then you're going to have to do it again. but that's okay. So R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And if it's still not solved, flip it to the back and do it again. And this is still going to be over here. So anyway, here, never really gave you time to look at it. Sorry, it's so zoomed out. Here it's sideways. Turn your device sideways. If it's already sideways, turn it back the right way. Next. Oops. Okay. I have skipped a step, so I need to make sure it's not skipped. Okay. So next step. Putting these corners in the right place. So if you have a pair of matching corners, so I don't have a pair of matching corners, no pair, no pair, pair. Put them in back. And next, if you don't, and then you're going to do an algorithm. So if you don't have any, you put these in back with their side. So if you don't have any matching, and then you also do this algorithm, and then you will have matching. But if you have matching, put them in back, and do this algorithm. Warning, this algorithm was the hardest for me to memorize when learning how to solve the cube. This one actually is the one I least remember now, but that's because I'm not really familiar with this. I've been using this for a while. This was the hardest for me to memorize. So when you get around to memorizing the algorithms, memorize the last algorithm before this one. It will help you. Memorize this one for the last step before you memorize this one. Now, do this step before you do that step. But memorize that step first, once you get around to memorizing the algorithms, which you're going to have to do eventually. Anyway, the algorithm is R prime, F, R prime, B2, R, F prime, R prime, B2, R2, U prime. And if you had matching corners before, hooray, you're done the B2s until next time you solve the cube. This is the only algorithm with B anythings, and this has B2s. Okay, good. Okay, now we can do this step. This is called the UB perm. This is called the UA perm. This is part of PLO, that stands for permuting the last layer. These are the easiest algorithms, and they're the ones these aren't the easiest algorithms. They're the easiest algorithms in PLO. And better than that, they're the ones I need. The other ones are garbage for this thing. You don't need them. But these ones, the two easiest ones, you need. This one on the bottom, you don't have to do. It's just helpful. So, if you have, yellow side solved, white side solved. If you have another side solved, in this case I have red solved, put it in back. If you don't, sorry, Charlie. And so you're going to want to see, so you're going to do this algorithm. If you don't have it, if you don't have a third side solved, if you do have it solved, put it in the back. So when you do this, you will get this third side solved, and you're going to put it in the back. Then see if this piece in front of you has to go to over here or over here. If it has to go over here, you can either do this algorithm or you can do this twice. And I mean it. This is on a lot of tutorials on how to solve the Rubik's Cube, they just say, do this algorithm twice, when really, you have to do a rotation in between. If this has to go to the right, you can either do this one or you can do this twice. You do not have to do any rotations in between. I promise. But if it just goes here, just do this once. And now, oh, whoops, I forgot to give you time to look at this. Another sideways one, sorry. Anyway, finish side and back. Excuse you, R2, U, R, U. R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. Now I have to do it again, but thankfully this is going to the left, so I only have to do it once. R2, U, R, U. R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. Here are those algorithms. And congratulations! Now you have one solved cube. I'd like to order a Rubik's Cube for dinner. Okay. If you are in my class at school, this is unuseful for the citizenship challenge, right? Tell me in the comments. Down there or down there. Or down in the basement. Bye. Bye.